So how many people have you pissed off so far?
I haven't pissed off anybody.
Yeah.
50-50.
50-50.
Is it that high?
So far.
Yeah. Wow. The power invested in me by the state of Michigan.
I have 15 in progress, male, possibly psychotic. Feeling might go forward.
What the fuck?
I said pull over now.
I think you should know I'm a Detroit police officer. My badge is in my pocket.
Don't reach for it.
Trust me, I've been a cop for 30 years, but I've been black longer than that. Trust me, I know better.
When I'm improvising, it kind of happens when it happens. It's like I never go into a scene and think, okay, I'm going to improvise here. I go into the scene, I try to do, you know, what's on the paper, and when I'm kind of playing to the editor all the time when I'm making a movie. But now I'm making a movie, I'm making a conscious effort to give the editor different choices. And that's how I'm doing stuff. Like giving him stuff he can cut on, and looks he can cut on, and stuff like that.
Foley!
Chief John Taggart.
How could you pull this crap on me, huh? You don't blow into town and don't call me, you son of a bitch.
Let's go.
Damn, I missed you, brother.
It's always a challenge to come up with a new story and embellish the characters. But the audiences love Axel and love the first two. And we were very fortunate to come up with a story that had the nostalgia, and that Mark helped craft the screenplay and make it into something special.
Yeah, I think too, I'm really, you know, I know it took a long time to get it right, but Jerry got the script right. That's where it all starts, you know, like everyone's wanted this to happen for such a long time, and I know Eddie's been very adamant that when the script was right, he was going to come back. Jerry got the script right, so we were ready to go, yeah.
It's always the script. That's what it is. You get a good script, people want to, actors want to be in it, play good characters and have good lines. You know, it makes them look really smart and funny if we give them good stuff to play.
And if you had to have Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, that helps.
Have Eddie Murphy, that really helps too. I know Kevin Bacon was very excited to come and work with Eddie Murphy, which is, you know, which says a lot, yeah.
When you hear Beverly Hills Cop, the great thing about it is you go, well, Eddie Murphy's going to be a Beverly Hills Cop. And then, you know, it's really this great, you know, kind of fish out of water story. You know, this guy, you know, comes to town, and that looking at, it's a great point of view movie because you look at everything that goes on from Eddie's point of view. And that's what makes it really fun.
You ever been shot in the line of duty?
I've been shot. Not in the line of duty, but I was shot.
Of course, loose cannon like you.
Yes,
I'm sure you were.
Loose cannons get shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Asshole, almost broke my fibula. I thought I was never gonna walk again. And you know what I got for that? A pat on the back and a ribbon. A fucking ribbon.
Eddie is great because he's so relaxed, you know. He's so immediate. He's so like in there, in the moment, looking at you. He's going to react off of whatever you say, and you'll see that a lot in his work. He'll go back to somebody and he'll notice that someone did something. So you have to, and comment on it, you know. And it's really, it makes for a very, very just kind of fresh and exciting way to work. And obviously, you know, I've worked with some very iconic people, and I put him right up at the top. In terms of getting a chance to be in a scene with someone who I admire so much.
Most comedians, when they pull a gun out in a movie, there's a joke or something coming. You know, whatever sense of danger you feel when a dramatic actor pulls out a gun, you don't usually feel that with a comedian. The audience is thinking, oh, this is funny, or these people aren't really no one's gonna really get hurt. There's a joke there. And I try to have in my films, not just Beverly Hills Cop, where there's an action element or where there's a danger element, we kind of play it straight and what would really happen. Because if there's a real sense of tension, there's a real sense of danger, and the bad guys really feel like bad guys, and it really feels like, you know, this is a serious thing, it makes the funny stuff it makes it even funnier. So you ain't gonna give me the car?
Fuck no.
Brother.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, come on, brother, now.
Man, what? So what happened when I'm out of a job, huh? But we cool. That's cool enough for you?
No, I'm saying I'm your brother.
I got 3 kids and a Labradoodle. How you my brother?
Well,
Trying to give me 5.
I'm saying I'm your kid's uncle.
How you my kids? Uncle?
In black. And I'm connected in black.
What, you got an afro pick on you or something?
I'm
What's
saying,
going on?
come on,
What's
brother,
all that blackness you talking about?
Come on, brother.
No.
Help brother out.
Mrs. Weinstein!
I am very skilled at not laughing. So he would have if I weren't so, you know, well trained. But no, because he improvises a lot. Eddie makes up things constantly, and you know the script was good too. But I think a lot of the magic comes when Eddie just starts riffing, and we would get along really well in that because I'll riff right back with him, but. My instinct, I'm not a comedian exactly, so I would just respond to him with kind of the real, honest, human response to whatever he would be saying. And I think he really likes that because I think what a lot of people might not notice about Eddie's comedy is it is very human. As big and bombastic as his characters can be, there's always like a core of human reality, I think, and oftentimes throughout shooting this movie, his input was not, hey, let's find another way to make them laugh. Let's find another way to make them laugh. He would always be saying like, let's find a way to make sure this scene feels real, and the laughs will happen naturally because they do with him, and I think that he really strikes that balance really well.
Go on in, sit down.
What the fuck, Taggart?
Have a pill.
You have a Tums.
Marty, the original director, said, called up the executives and said, "You got to see these guys."
There was like a hallway full of actors, and they were pairing people together, and they would go, you.
No,
you,
I
you.
was already cast.
Yeah, so they just put me with Judge, and Marty loved our chemistry and our relationship,
right away.
and boom, we just and we hit it off in the audition.
Are you sure you guys are paying your bill? Because these phones don't work. I need another one. Don't look at me like, what the fuck is you? It's your phone.
I'm playing this scene that's right here. I'm not thinking about, oh yeah, in '84 I did this, in '84, you know, because even though it's a sequel and we're doing these characters and the audience is watching in, and it's this story that they have to follow over the course of 4 movies. I'm not that guy. I'm not the 22-year-old, and I've had this whole other life, and you know, so I can't play it. Like, can't look at it. There's nothing I could look at Axel at 22 and think, oh, how can I take some of that and put that in Axel at 63? It's a whole different person, and the changes that he's made and life and all that stuff has to be, you know, on the script. It's written in what's going on, this relationship with his daughter, and you know, and all this stuff is on paper first.
What brings you back to 90210?
My old friend Billy gave me a call.
Yeah, Billy. This case got him all twisted up.
There's a big helicopter sequence in there, which is, I think it's a great action sequence, but it's also very funny, and that's the magic mix for me. But it's also a huge challenge because I wanted to shoot everything in camera. So we shot that whole sequence is shot in camera. We had a helicopter flying down the street, sparks flying off its skids as it was flying with cars and everything. So logistically, we shot it in LA. It was a huge challenge logistically, and it was crazy, but it's the scene I'm really proud of.
That's the most difficult one. It was very dangerous. We had to have all kinds of special dispensation from Beverly Hills to be able to do it. It was really a challenge to get the city to allow us to get the helicopters that low. Very dangerous because of the electrical wires all around and the telephone wires. Helicopters are very dangerous things, so we're fortunate, knock on wood, that that everything worked out all right.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, and it's and Axel's not a kid. In Beverly Hills Cop, I'm a kid, you know, and I'm in Beverly Hills for the first time, you know, wide-eyed in Babylon, and it's all this stuff around, and that's not what this movie is about. Now Axel's he's been there 3 times already, you know, and he has friends there, and the city is the crazy stuff that's in the city is like. He's not taken by surprise by all. He knows what to expect when he's there, you know. And he's here. This relationship that he has with his daughter is that emotional hook that you need for these movies, these Beverly Hills Cop movies, to work. For Axel to go and get involved and do whatever he's doing, he's got skin in the game.
It's quite an honor to walk down the street and have somebody go, "Hey, Taggart! Hey, Taggart!" When it first started happening, I was a little annoyed because I came from the theater and I've done a lot of different things, and I go, oh man, I don't want to be known as Taggart the rest of my life. And then after a while I said, you know what, this is kind of cool because not very many actors could put a stamp on a character for the rest of his life. So it's a good feeling now, and I appreciate it now. Oh, fuck it, let's get a porterhouse.
We're
not
talking.
getting any younger, you know.
Come on,
but not one word to Jane, and that's an order.
Not one word to Jane. This is gonna be fantastic. Trust me.